So, for the last topic of the evening, we have our upcoming season with the additional game. So, came to the conclusion that there's got to be one player potentially that has the best shot in breaking Calvin Johnson's record of 1,964 yards receiving. Can it be done? Who will it be? We will give that take. So, to start it off, Spence, you look like you're thinking long and hard over there.
I'm still thinking.
We'll come back to you. So, Trey, who do you have as your candidate for this upcoming season to break Calvin Johnson's record of 1,964 yards?
So, I want to first start by saying I don't think anybody is going to break it, honestly. I don't think it's a record that is going to be broken. But I'm going to give an answer. If anybody would be able to break it, I think it is only one man. And he's going to need to be healthy. He's going to need to be fully healthy. He's the only person I know who would be able to go off for a 200 plus yard game or something like that. Because it's probably going to take a crazy game or two somewhere in there to be able to reach that threshold. And that is one Julio Jones. He's the only person I think that would be able to touch that, to reach that threshold of 1,964. But then even with that, if we look at Julio's career high, which is close in 2015, 1,871. That's Julio's career high. So could he do it? And then you say, well, that was 2015. Well, in 2018, he had 1,677. So, I mean, and then if you want to go a little more recent, because last year he was hurt, just in 2019, he had 1,394. So he's capable of getting you, over 1,000 yards easily when he's healthy. So with an extra game, let's say he goes off for one of those Julio Jones crazy 200-yard games early in the season, if he can get you another one, it could be possible. Julio would be my candidate. But to answer the question, I don't think anybody's breaking it. At least not this year. I don't see it.
Okay. Spence?
Well, with the extra game, I feel like it's still going to be out of reach too. I feel like it's still out of reach. But the person that's probably going to get close to it, I'm gonna say it, man. I believe that Mr. Diggs from Buffalo, I think he will have the best chance from it. Josh Allen just got re-signed. My bad. Contract extended. I'm sorry. Contract extended, so it's gonna be a big year. It's a big year. So I feel like they're gonna show out. There's gonna be a lot of passing. So I feel like Mr. Diggs, Stephon Diggs, is probably not going to beat it, but going to get close to it.
So real quick before Vick goes, I just want to throw this out here. So I just did the math. So with 16 games, what's crazy is it seems like the answer should be yes, that we should say that somebody should break because they only have to average 122 yards a game.
Right.
But saying only is you got to think about it. You're going to play some of these top corners and some of the best receivers. When you play some of them, you play your Ramseys, your Xavier Howards. You might have a quiet game here. So you might have to make up for it. So it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. So, 122, when you break it down like that, I know a lot of receivers I think could get 122 a game, but
it depends on who they play.
You have to get it each game. So, but go ahead, Vic.
All right. Again, just stating the obvious, as we all have already said. I don't believe anybody's going to break that record this year. But my candidate that I would believe would have the best chance in doing so would be DK Metcalf. I feel just because originally I was going to say AJ Brown because of the addition of Julio Jones, it would help out. But you also got to think Derrick Henry is going to get his touches. He needs his touches. He's going to benefit, as well as Julio and AJ are going to benefit from Derrick Henry's effect to being able to get, hit the top off of the defenses. But I feel like with DK Metcalf, Seattle is not what Seattle used to be with beast mode, and even with Chris Carson most recently to say, in terms of like being able to run the ball efficiently. It's definitely been more pass oriented, and I feel like DK has gave us a taste of what he can do. He did have some drops, did have some issues off on the sideline, but I do feel like he's going to learn from this last year and he's going to improve and be the candidate to be closest. I'm not going to say he's going to break it, but I think he's going to be pretty close to breaking that record of 1,964 yards receiving.
Okay. Not a bad candidate. Not a bad candidate to have. So rethinking it. I mean, I'm not gonna change my answer because I obviously about Julio, but I would preface it by saying, had Green Bay went and got another receiver, like a sure like number 2 receiver, because that makes a difference. Because like MVS had a good year last year. Obviously, they let forget the other guy, they let him walk, but MVS, he's here and there. He's never lived up to what he's supposed to be. I don't know what Amari Rodgers is really going to do per se, but if you had a legit number 2 to take like some coverage away, some looks away, roll some coverage his way, I think that would benefit Devontae Adams. And thinking about it more, like, look at that division.
Yeah. I mean,
he would be a perfect candidate because you get the Lions twice a year. That's potential 2 games to go stupid in. Well, Patrick Peterson's on the Vikings now, so that might change things a little bit. The Bears, Fuller's gone. Like, who do they got at corner, really?
And so, Aaron Rodgers always torches that defense.
Yeah, so it's like he would be a good candidate, but I think the fact that you have to take him away, and you have the ability, you don't have to really, you can play pretty much everybody else that of their receivers one-on-one. You can double Devontae, so that kind of takes that away.
Right.
Now, just thinking about that, I know you said a number 2, but if the Green Bay Packers actually did something along the lines of what the Tennessee Titans did and trade for Julio Jones, that definitely would have been a, for sure, I would say, candidate. And even then, even if it's not Julio Jones to do it, Devontae Adams being able to get those, double teams away from him to where he can flourish. Same thing, vice versa for Julio Jones. But, that definitely would have helped out that offense. But, whether it's, an Allen Robinson that was on the market, which he probably still can be a trade candidate if the Chicago Bears decided to do that. But I doubt they would do that with the recent draft of getting the quarterback from Ohio State. I forgot his name. Justin Fields. So that
he gonna love Justin Fields.
Yeah. So it definitely would have benefited. That would have been probably the most ideal team and division for somebody to potentially be able to do that, just because of how porous the defenses are in the NFC North.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, because let me see. With my pick with Julio, okay, you got Jacksonville, so that's 2 games he should eat. But then you got the Colts. they're pretty good defense. They're top 10 defense. So I don't see
Yeah.
them really letting you go
Crazy.
insane.
And they play a lot of zone defense.
Yes.
So they're gonna they want you to dink and dunk.
But then you got the Texans too. That's
Oh, yeah.
another 2 games where
But
I might be on the right track with Julio.
you also got to think we don't know right now, but the Jacksonville Jaguars this offseason did a pretty big overhaul on their defense. So there's a lot of
we don't know
pieces
what
over
it's gonna
there.
look like.
So we don't know right now. I would definitely say they're probably going to be top 20. I'm not going to say no top 10 for sure, but top 20 defense.
Well,
conditions.
Well, we know CJ Henderson might be gone, so.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you want to
true.
throw that there? He has placed his displeasure, which is crazy because he's only been in the league a year. He was a first round draft pick in 2020, so
last year
he's already wants to be out. But I get it. What, this going into your second, third year, new regime. He's already seen the writing on the wall that this team is probably not going to be good for a while. He's seen what happened with Jalen Ramsey over there. It makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
But now, if I'm the Jaguars, you can want to trade all you want. That doesn't mean I'm just gonna let you go. But and then considering he didn't really necessarily perform how you expected off the rip for like a first round,
right,
at corner. I don't know if the market is that big for. I don't know. I don't see them trading him too early. He probably has to play it out. But we'll keep an eye on that. I mean, won't be the first time. He's from Florida, correct?
Who?
CJ Henderson.
I'm not sure I can.
Yeah, I believe he's from Florida. I'm talking about the Gators, like of Florida. But well, I mean, last time we traded for a Florida cornerback, kind of worked out for us. A guy named Joe Hayden. So, put him back there with Minka. Hey, CJ, get on the phone.
No, that would be bad. We don't need that.
Hey, do they need a receiver? That's a sharp.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. They would hope.
James Washington and a third or fourth for
he's from
CJ
Florida.
Henderson.
CJ Henderson's from Florida. So.
Yeah. So yeah, James Washington in the fourth for CJ Henderson.
It can work, but it's not gonna happen. So let's get that out. Get out your head, all right?
Yeah, you hope it don't happen.
It's not gonna mean anything. Ain't gonna help y'all out any.
It's not gonna
We've dominated y'all for years with like Ike Taylor's at corner. Like, let's be real. So imagine if we actually get a shutdown corner, what we would do to you.
Ike Taylor was an all-pro. He was.
He was good, but he wasn't. He wasn't like that. He wasn't like that. Let's be real.
Because y'all play a lot of man blitz, zone blitz schemes, so forces the quarterback to get the ball at their hands pretty quick. Plus, y'all have always had a good front seven, so that's always been beneficial to the secondary, even though probably hasn't been the strength for the past decade. But y'all been good up front to where y'all can hide those weaknesses.
We got baby Troy back there now again, so it's cool.
One thing going ahead, the NFC East champions are getting ready to play this upcoming Thursday night against the New England Patriots, the Washington football team. Can't wait to see.
What are they going again? I just want to see if you're still standing on it.
I think it was 12-5, something like that. Yeah, 12-5.
Was that correct, Spence? Hold him to it. Was it 12-5? He said something.
It was 5 losses for sure. It was 5 losses for sure.
Yeah, it was 12-5.
Okay, I just want to make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
He was saying this back in like May or whatever, but it's August now. He's still.
It's fine. If anything, we can. It's all on YouTube.
No, he's still standing on it. So I'm surprised. I'm like, okay,
no. Even if he ain't, he's gonna stay on.
Don't worry. I'm gonna get it all clipped and all the times he said the dump.
Oh, so you're gonna do me like how Tom Brady did everybody?
Yeah,
Tom Brady did the Shannon Sharp and
yeah,
all them people, huh?
yeah. We gonna have the
All right.
blooper reel. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. I can't wait to see these Thursday night, real teams are actually playing, not the Cowboys and the Steelers.
Well, actually, we do play Thursday as well. Pittsburgh actually plays on Thursday as well. That is your other option for games. Which
Oh dang, yeah, that's
which will
right.
probably be the better option to watch.
Oh yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's another game that I'm definitely not gonna watch. That's 7:30. Actually, they're both at 7:30.
Yeah, so whichever one you get local, which I'm pretty sure the more popular team is going to get aired. Hence, you're not going to see Washington on your TV, Vic. Sorry to let you know.
I can find a way to put it on. I got apps, so it's all good. Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Why are you going to go out your way to watch some second-rate football? You can watch,
I mean,
grade A, AFC North, AFC North champion football.
I mean, the Washington football team is going to have a better record than y'all this season, so I ain't worried about it.
I'm not messing. But then, okay, let's see. Yeah, going down the rest of the games. Friday, you got the Tennessee Titans and Atlanta Falcons. That would be a big game if it wasn't preseason. But obviously it's preseason, so it doesn't mean anything. Julio probably won't play, so it's not even gonna matter.
Yeah.
Buffalo and the Lions, preseason or not, that should be a blowout.
Yeah.
And then the main events for that season, the Dallas Cowboys. Of course, they get the 10 o'clock slot for whatever. And America's team, even in versus the Cardinals. Then Saturday, it gets real interesting. Tua versus Justin Fields. Do we get to see a little bit of that for a quarter?
Yeah.
Dolphins and Bears at 1 p.m. Eastern. 4 o'clock, you have the Denver Broncos and the breakout player for the Broncos, Drew
Lock.
Matter of fact, versus the Vikings. And actually, did you see the practice, Trill? Did you see it was going around social media? He threw a bomb to, I don't think it was Judy. It was one of their receivers. It might have been Hamler, but
KJ Hamler, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 10.
Yeah.
Well, actually, number 11 or 12. One or two.
I don't know the numbers. I just know Locke. He threw what looked like a huge bomb, but it's practice. I'm not putting too much stock into it, but I mean, if he can make throws like that against, not his team, you might be onto something. But it's one throw, whatever. I'm pretty sure Tebow's thrown some good passes in practice.
You would know. Playoffs. Demarius Thomas.
Anyways, moving right along. 7 p.m. Eastern. The Saints destroy the Baltimore Ravens. Nothing to see there. I'll probably actually tune into the other 7 p.m. game, which is the Browns and Jaguars.
Okay.
That'd be more worth my time.
Okay.
More worth my time. And then 7:30, you got the Jets versus the Giants in the same stadium. I don't know who's home, how they figured that out, because they both share a stadium still. But whatever. And then the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Bucks. You get to see Kyle Trask, I guess, to see what your future's looking like.
Yeah, what is your future looking like?
Not bright. You don't even believe that. You don't believe in that, man. So yeah, Saturday, the fun just keeps going because there's a lot of games. So 8 p.m., you got the Texans and Packers. You got the Chiefs and 49ers, Super Bowl rematch, but not really because it is the preseason. Doesn't really matter. 9 p.m., Seattle versus the Las Vegas Raiders. And then we're keeping it LA at 10 p.m. You got the Chargers versus the Rams. And then the long game on Sunday, you have the Panthers and the Colts. So it's going to be plenty of football. We get to see rookies on various teams, little glimpses of what could be. I'm just happy football's back. We are, another month or so out still from the actual kickoff game, Dallas and Tampa.
Yeah.
Which I think we all agree that the Bucks are going to win that one. But, you know, there's those Cowboys fans who have faith, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hey, at least y'all can say that y'all going to be undefeated with me for Thursday night for at least the first week. After that, y'all on your own.
Actually, since you brought that up, because last time I checked, me and my other co-host was right, and you picked the Cowboys.
Preseason, I said don't buy too much talking to it. It's unpredictable.
But it's Thursday night.
Hey, it's a warm up. I mean, if you want to count it, so be it. We can count it going forward. If that's how you want to go about it.
You know what? You're right. It's preseason. I'm gonna let you slide with that.
Oh yeah, you had no choice.
But just know, what happens in preseason.
Yeah, it tends to translate. Yeah, you're right. If you're not in a rhythm already, yeah. If you for the season,
if you ask the Colts that same thing, they'll tell you otherwise. Peyton Manning knows all about that. They'll go defeated, and then come time the season, domination. All right, that's how we do things over here.
I'm just saying.
It's all right. Yeah,
he's confident, but yeah, I don't ever put stock into that. You know.
Yeah,
because you can go undefeated in the preseason and then look terrible in the regular season. So
right,
yeah, it really don't mean much or nothing, but you just want to see rookies, younger players, second-year players. You want to see them making improvements. You don't want to see mistakes you saw last year for a second-year player. You want to see that they develop some and vice versa. So anything else though? Any shout outs?
Lakers fans. Dodge a bullet, huh?
Oh, Dennis Schroeder? Yeah. Yeah. Dennis, you had to come on, man. You gotta
You gotta be quicker than that.
You gotta be smarter than that.
No, you gotta be smarter than that. I'm quick.
So
you should have jumped on that first bag.
In certain franchises, right? So if he stayed at OKC, he gets that contract probably still this year because big fish, small pond type of situation. Like you gotta look at like people only go to Detroit. Shout out to Brandon and Chris. People only go to Detroit to go get a bag.
Yep.
Like you don't willingly just go to Detroit for any other reason. You know you're not gonna be competitive. You know you're not winning a bunch of games or anything, but they're gonna give out them checks. As Bleak. He got paid lovely. So I mean that's what it is. But when you're on a team like the Lakers, you were lucky that they offered you that because you were coming off your value from OKC still.
Yep.
But once they actually seen you play and you got to play with the Lakers are like a brand, like it's different. Once you got to play with the Los Angeles Lakers and you didn't produce, yeah, you thought you were still gonna get that same offer that they offered you, you turned down? Nah, boy. That went out the window at that point. So you should have took it when you had the chance.
Yep.
When you had the chance.
But look, I thank you though, because you know, my boy Melo's over there now, you know, Lake Show, go Lake, go however. I'll get it down by the season. I'll get it down by the season. I still got some months.
I'll get it.
Yeah, I'll get it down. Yeah, we had that number 7 debuting on the show soon. You know, go ahead and put that order in, get that Melo. Yeah.
Okay. Look forward to seeing you in that jersey.
Don't make this harder than it has to be, all right?
We'll both rock our Kobe. We'll both rock our Laker jerseys on the show one of these days.
You can both rock our Steelers jerseys too.
Nah, but ain't none over here.
Well, we gonna rock our Steelers jerseys. Let me know. No,
ain't happening. Nah.
I mean, you're gonna wear it again this year. So.
Nah, buddy.
Once again, gonna don the colors. Like I said, I got an updated one for you this year. You get to rock the TJ. You know, you rocked some legends before. You got Hines and Troy the first 2 times around. My bad.
Right.
You're a repeat offender. You're a repeat fan. Yeah. This time, you know, you get that up to date, that TJ Watt. Yeah, you probably go out in that one, huh? Go out on night on town, take your girl out. Mm-hmm. And dinner flicks, yeah.
She'd put me on child support doing that.
Wow. Disrespectful.
Wow. Anyways.
Yeah, so outside of that, you've heard what we had to say. You can agree or you can disagree. But at the end of the day, all takes are valid. All right, boys.
All right.